Hello everyone for our first project video of this league. So this project is going to be interesting. We're going to have probably a lot of crashes. We're going to probably have a lot of deaths. I had to remove all my MTXs from this build because it actually lags me so bad where it crashed me a couple times in testing. And what the project is we're going to do a good old-fashioned Crimson Temple Magic Find build, hybrid Magic Find-ish. So we're gonna pretty much be doing Crimson Temples. They're just pretty much chiseled out. That's it. We're gonna do enrage Strongbox because chat wanted me to do this. We're doing 2 additional Strongbox and have them all rare corrupted, so we don't save the skill point. Then we're also doing Beyond. I've never done Beyond before, but people wanted me to try Beyond. So I'm giving it a try to see if it's worth it or not. Because since tainted fusings are really expensive right now. And then we're also doing the Harbinger, drop an extra more rare currency. And then we're excited to go Polished Div, Gilded Ambush, just because of Strongbox. Enrage, I mean. We're doing Gilded Harbinger, just for more Harbingers to stack with the more rare currency. And then we're doing Elder Influence Rusted. This is only just to add influence. This is more monsters. If you don't like Elder, you can always go with Reliquary Scarabs for the additional uniques, but I don't feel like sitting there looking at all the items. And since we're not playing the Deadeye version, you have less quant and rarity anyway than that version does, so this way it's a lot easier. So the breakdown, if I can find the button. There you go. So pretty much I put the, we'll do like how we always do in these videos. Price of everything per map, and then all of the, what we get out of it at the end. So I'll keep it all separate. And I'm going to do 2 versions of this project this league. I'm going to do one right after another, actually. So I'm going to, once I finish this, I'm going to rebuy everything the exact same. Shouldn't need to buy the maps, though. And I'm going to rebuy everything, and then I'm going to do this again, except I'm going to change the Kiric map device instead of being Harbinger to Strongbox, since I can allocate the 7th gate without a problem on the tree. So price of maps about 5 chaos each, about 200 C each. Polished divinations, this is all bulk price, is 12 chaos, about 480 for everything, and this all sets of 40. Gilded Harbingers 8 each, Gilded Rusted, or not Gilded, Rusted Elder, I mean, 1 C each. And then Gilded Ambush were 11.5 when I bought them in bulk. All 40 at once. And then the, this is where it gets expensive, is the compasses. So, Beyond Compass, when I bought them, they were 60 chaos each. Harbingers were at 30 each. The Strongbox one with the corrupted one is 7 each. And this is the most expensive one. The Enraged Strongbox were 137 chaos each. A lot more than expected. That's why I'm only going to probably do this a couple times and then go back to the original strategy. And then we're also using, for this one, we're going to do Kiric, Harbinger, the map device, which come at 6 chaos each. And then, so, this is about 4,080 chaos, which comes out to be 17.7 divines at the 231 ratio it is right now. So it's 102 chaos per map investment. Hoping this works out, but we'll have to see. Atlas tree. Go through this really quick. It's pretty much Strongbox, Shrines, Harbinger, and Beyond. And then Torment, because I had extra points left over that would allocate into the 7th gateway when I switched this over to. So I also don't have the Fear, so I only have 131. So, and then this point's also extra. So pretty much Strongbox, Shrines, Harbinger, Strongbox. This point's taken out because I have the compass. Sextant, I mean. Singler Focus. The Quant Wheel, Harbinger Wheel, Shrine Wheel, Divination Wheel, or Strongbox Wheel again, Shrine Wheel, and then the top hat, like always. I'm taking this to get an extra Shrine altar, just to try to get it quicker, because you do want the shrine, the blue altars. So the way I'm doing the altars is pretty straightforward. I look to see if I see Divine. If no, I just take anything that says quant. That's pretty much it. The eater or the blue side. Oh, these cats are driving me nuts. Beyond wheel. Beyond again. Torment. Same with right here. These are just extra points left over, so I just put them there to use them up. Beyond. So I copied the most of this tree, the Beyond part of this tree from ZZ because I never used Beyond before and I don't know what point it's supposed to take, so I just copied his version for Beyond. And then when I do the next one, the 7th gate, it's pretty much everything is right there, so it's real easy to take the 7th gate nodes without problem. But let's start this. Because I know it's going to take me a long time to run, we're going to start doing this right away. I forgot to take everything. We'll do bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 of those. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So Harbinger, Beyond, Strongbox. And then we're just gonna keep going. So I am gonna probably die a lot. I'm not gonna say right now. This build has no defense. It's pretty much a glass cannon. You know, rely on Herald of Ash explosions, blow everything up. And then we're doing. I gotta check this, make sure this works too. Harbinger. And I'm not going to use any of this stuff either. There's no point. Harbinger. I want to make sure it's all sticking from the correct tab. Why do I have 275? That seems way too high. It's 6 chaos each with only 40 mass. It should be 240. This is not correct. Hold on. So 240, and we just spent 6 chaos. Okay, that's correct now. I'm not sure why that happened. Okay, no, that's correct. Let's go. And then pretty much it's straightforward. This build, you know, Harbinger we're using for the inspired learning buffs pretty much. And you just pretty much gotta make sure I do not stop moving. Yep. And that's gonna be the big problem is the lags. They're gonna be insane with this. The biggest deaths I'm gonna come to is gonna be dots. Explosion from Strongbox is going to be really annoying. Yeah, maybe a lot of stuff. Inspired Learning is going to be a big part of carrying this build, to be honest. Yeah, for some reason though, I've realized when doing some test runs in this, shrines do not appear as much as they used to. Oh, and we're dead. So that's the first death. It's gonna happen. The amount of lag from this is gonna kill me most of the time. And I forgot to take this off. That should not be on. Yep. That's why Cast on Death portal setup is such a bad idea. I forgot to take that off. This is when the biggest problems start with this, is because I cannot fix this. Okay, there we go. Let me see if I can get rid of that. Probably. Okay, good, it's clean. So yeah, Cast on Death portal setup, I would not recommend. I ripped a lot of maps, last night when testing this. Like a cheaper version of this, because like Cast on Death portal is set up inside of a Harbinger setup, and you could not escape from it. Come on. As So like map sustain, I'm not worried about that. We'll sustain all of our 40 maps without a problem. The biggest question this is going to be is, are we going to be able to make, the 4,000 back? Which I think we should guarantee it back. It's just how much more back do we make? Basic currency. Trying to make sure we don't die here. Obviously, if you want to do this better, play the Deadeye version with Lightning Arrow, Tornado Shot, whatever you want to do. You'll make a lot more currency than I will with this easily, anytime. I just don't want to level a new build up, and this build also was a lot cheaper to put together too. Okay, this map did not have that many monsters in it at all. I mean, obviously, also, I'm not valuing the maps either. I personally do not trust this build enough to value the maps. We're at the end of the map already. And we only got one shrine. This is a pretty bad map showcase. We should have saw more than one map. Or one shrine. Okay, yeah, this was actually a really bad map. So yeah, map is already done. We got 2 shrines. Plot 1 came too late. But yeah, I think Scarabs are going to be a big money maker in this. So that just did not seem good at all. And we'll see. I'm pretty sure like some maps are going to be good and a lot of bad maps. But we'll see from that at the end. But yeah, this is pretty much how I'm just doing it. I mean, obviously, if you're doing enrage, you most likely probably want to be on the Deadeye version. But if you're doing Deadeye, I would not take the Elder Scarab. I would just take the Reliquary one instead. Oh, I missed one box, looks like. I think that's it. We're done with that. But yeah, overall, I would say this map is definitely not the best. So we're hoping the next ones end up being better. And we're getting all the shrines now at the very end of the map. Okay. And that is the end. But yeah, overall, I say that map definitely lots of currency. But as you do more and more, you'll definitely see that at the end. But I'm gonna go run the other 39 maps left, and we'll come back with results. Be right back. Okay, so I finally ran all the maps. It took a while, mainly because a little time to play here and there, but it was interesting. Yeah, it's extremely rippy, I'm gonna say. A lot of maps end up using almost 5 to 6 portals. Harbinger hits extremely hard. When I wasn't reading any of the altars, giving those lightning monsters turbo with less than 75 res, it hits hard. But clear it out. The results a little bit disappointing-ish than I was hoping for. Pretty much got lucky on 2 drops, to be honest. 1 drop was calculated into this, 1 is not, because it's hard to say what the item will sell for. And the other one is something that is probably not going to happen if I ran another 100 plus maps again. And pretty much the drops, I vendored all the contracts that were not like lock picking, deception, perception, and counter. I vendored everything else. Only 2 blueprints. I kept this in here for not worth anything. This was not calculated. Interesting amount of forbidden tomes. I was really surprised, to be honest. A lot of them dropped pretty quick. A lot of maps. These are all extra. Memories, but I'm not going to count those. And some random rings. It's a currency tab. So this was one of the very, very lucky drops that'll probably never happen if I ran another 100 maps. The full fraction orb dropped. I would probably say most likely never going to happen again. But I calculate this in here for now. This can probably be like 14 fracturing shards actually dropped, to be honest, if you calculate this as a shard instead of a full orb. But, it's not bad, I guess. Almost a full orb out of 20 maps. Or 40 maps, I mean. It's not bad here and there. 31 ancient orbs. 33 annulments. 5.4 exalted orbs. This is all from shards, I think. 4 raw divine orbs dropped. 200 chaos. What else do we got looking here? Like 69 awakened sextants. I mean, they sell, so that's why it's worth looking at. 2 sacred orbs dropped together. Almost 50 coins. I don't think this is calculated though. I don't think Excellence calculates coins. 16k markers and some random reports. So I took out a lot of the crap already out of this tab, but like chance orbs, I left those in here. Same with jewelers, because they convert. Jewelers convert to fusings, and that fusing sell pretty quick. Chance orbs convert to scourings, those sell pretty quick. But I didn't want to convert them all just because I wanted to show how many dropped. But after this is over, I'm going to convert them all anyway. A lot of alterations, I'm going to say, dropped. A lot of these came from full, like the, when you kill a monster that drop like full stacks of alterations, that's where a lot of these came from. A lot of those. The fusings, pretty much 6 links was a big part of this. You see a lot of 6 links when you're doing strong boxes. What else? That's pretty much it, to be honest. Exotic stuff. Not too much of these, to be honest. I mean, you pretty much, this is all just from the altars. Like when it got towards the map, or like when the options weren't that good, like to take one of the Ichrids over, something random, I took the Ichrids here and there. Only 2 Eldritch Exalted Orbs. These are extremely rare. The Beyond currency, not that good, to be honest. I was expecting a little bit more taking Beyond. But seeing this, I'm probably going to drop Beyond after I do the next project. I'm going to do one more Beyond project, but after that, I'm going to probably drop Beyond. Even though I know Beyond calculates into bubblegum currency, so it's hard to say really. Is a lot of this because of Beyond? I don't know. But just look at the Beyond basic currency mainly I was looking at. Like 2 fusings means that they're very rare. 13 jewelers, like fusings is probably the most expensive one. We had 2 mythic orbs, 13 chromes. Divinations, we had 2 fortunes drop. We had 3 enlightens. We had 5 dragon hearts, and we have 1 divine beauty. Everything else I just threw into my actual tab. So that's why everything else is in here. I didn't transfer anything. I just threw it all over there just to clean it up. But like Dragon's Heart, I think these were pretty much, I think 2 of them were in pairs and a couple separate. Fragments, I did make a mistake during this project. I would say the first 8 to 10 maps, I forgot to affiliate this tab. So I lost all the scarabs that were in the first 8 to 10 maps. So that means that this right here, the scarab numbers, when I show the actual results after this, I go through each tab, it's a lot less than what it should be because I made the mistake. How much more? I don't know. But I know I lost a lot of the gildeds because I know the gildeds were in the earlier ones. And then like this, like what I say, 2 of these, 1 of these. These aren't worth anything. This one's worth 0.8 divines. And that's pretty much it for loot. And I didn't calculate any of this kind of stuff that dropped. I just threw it all back into my normal tab because you don't see it that often. So for the actual break price of this, the currency tab, it's about 5,336 chaos. That is because of the fraction orb, to be honest. That calculates in for like over 1,000 chaos alone. Map tab, there's a lot of maps. I forgot to show this actually. So 97 maps dropped. You know, we over sustained easily during doing this. 25 city squares and 72 here plus all these Crimson Temple maps. And they sell at 4 chaos, so I just put it down to 4. Scarab tab, you know, it's 702 chaos, but that is, don't forget, my mistake I made. So, I mean, this number could be easily 8,000-9,000 chaos. I don't know. Most likely, I probably guess like around maybe 800 to 900 chaos, give or take. Because if you calculate maybe... The problem is, I don't know how many maps this is. This is maybe like 30 maps. That's maybe like another 23 chaos per map I missed, give or take. But scarabs, you do get a lot of scarabs. This mainly came... I would say the scarabs mainly came from the scarab strongbox. You get a lot of them, and then like also they, because of the enrage, they dropped a lot of gildeds, as you can see. But you know, a couple winged out of it. I mean, it works okay, I would say, with the enrage. I mean, that's what you're looking for, is the enrage strongbox one, because that's when you get a lot of your gildeds from, or when you kill the random monsters that this keep flood this. Like fragment tab, this is mainly from it's mainly just from like the 1 of these, the 8 of these, and the Screaming Invitation. That's all that comes from. That's where the 219 chaos come from. Tainted currency, it's 200 chaos. It's pretty much the price of 612. You know what? 4 maps. It's about a third of the compasses. So I mean, it paid back for about a third of them. Not the best, not the worst. Divination cards, about 833 chaos, mainly because of the powers and light-ins, stuff like that. Surprisingly, though, we did not get any of the 7 years bad luck. We saw 0 of those. Contracts, like 100 chaos when you add everything up based on TFT's price. Forbidden Tomes, about 30 chaos each, so about 300 there. And the one sale I had, which sold for about 15. It was a Poet's Pen. We had a Poet's Pen that sold for 15 chaos. And then I did have one more drop that dropped. This dropped on the very last map at the end. Was the Vendor's Gamble right here. This dropped very end. I don't know. This was not calculated in the thing, because I don't know what's going to sell at. It's between 7 to 15 is what they were pricing at. Because we got a 30 life, perfect quant, perfect rarity, high fire res, minus 20 cold, and positive lightning. It's a really good one. It's better than what I'm using now. If I catalyst it up, pretty much better than this one. But you know, it's good. It's not calculated into this. So if you calculate the sale from, like, this is a really rare drop. That's why I didn't want to calculate it. And this kind of things, it would throw the numbers off. Where's it? It would throw this numbers off really high. So I didn't want to calculate it because of that. Like, I didn't want to calculate this either, but you know, for this was calculated. But overall, you can pretty much see it in the end. So between everything, we made about 8,000 chaos. And it costs about 4,000 chaos to do this. So, and now don't forget also, this does include my fragment or my Scarab mistake. That's why I sort of left this in here to calculate at least some of it, because I don't know how much was lost. But we made about 4,000 chaos. You know, to be honest, a lot of it's due to this alone. 7 divines of this is right here. So we made 35 divines. Between taking out the 17.5 it costs to start this, we only made about 17 divines. if you minus out this fracturing orb, we made 10 divine profit. Is that good per I mean, it's like 10 divine profit out of 40 maps. I mean, it's not the worst. It's like almost 1 divine per map profit you're making, or not profit, but like you're making per thing out of the 100k you're spending. So I mean, it's not the worst, not the best. You know, do I think the drops were okay? Yeah, it's okay. It could be better, of course it can. But I wanted to try this out taking Harbinger. I know I'm gonna see a lot of comments below that, you know, you should have taken Ambush because you're running enrage Strongbox over Harbinger. I know. I want to test this, so that's why I did. I'm gonna do this again though and change some things up a little bit and go with the Strongbox Ambush stuff, and probably drop the Rusted Elder to go with Brother Clary for fun. But we'll see. That's for tomorrow's stream. But quick first project video done of the league. Try this again to figure out what I want to farm this league, because I don't know yet. But, you know, going up in chaos, and at least it's some profit. Very rippy, though. That's one thing that's dangerous about Harbinger. But, you know, we're going to keep going at it, and hopefully we get something, you know, more interesting in the next version of this project. But if you like the video, subscribe below, follow on Twitch. Anything you think that would be better with this kind of setup, put in the description below. I'm pretty sure it's not the best setup to use this. It was just pretty much ask chat what they thought. Some guild people who magic find here and there throughout the different leagues, and put something together that worked, and that's what I went with. But hope you liked the video. Hope to see everyone on the next one. Goodbye, everyone.